This last year and a half has been unprecedented for business around the globe. Free movement of people and goods have been stunted. Merchants have struggled with inventory overstock turned to material shortage. Lives impacted by soaring unemployment and relentless market volatility. And a virtualization of the global workplace that has been touted as the Great Reset. Amidst this uncertainty, one thing has been made crystal clear. Humans across the globe are dependent on each other. We work better when we work together. We get results faster when we collaborate. Our communities thrive when we consider livelihoods beyond our own. We innovate when our spaces are inviting to diversity of thought. Inspired by these principles, this year's Techstars Toronto leveraged our virtual office and opened our cohort to international talent. Today, you'll meet companies hailing from Canada, the US, Nigeria, Vietnam, India, and Azerbaijan, who have been mentored by professionals spanning 40 cities across the world. Techstars Toronto 2021 was truly a global meeting of the minds. From increasing the safety and reliability for 9 million bus riders in Lagos, to awakening environmental consciousness in Ho Chi Minh City, and bringing the power of augmented reality to small business in Mumbai, our companies have taken regional challenges and created solutions that can instigate positive change on a global scale. As the world reopens, Techstars Toronto stands for global repair through the collaboration of the world's best minds to conquer our most pressing challenges. And with that, we welcome you to Demo Day.
It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you back again for Techstars Toronto Demo Day. Today, we have the class of 2021. Once again, we searched far and wide for the most incredible startups and the most resilient and capable founders on the planet. And we know that we've found them. Techstars is the worldwide network that helps entrepreneurs succeed. We've run more than 260 accelerator programs to date and have invested in 2,500 startups. Our network has more than 6,400 founders, and our portfolio is worth more than $46 billion. Here in Canada, we've really found our stride. Techstars is the most active US or global investor in the entire Canadian startup landscape. We've made approximately 150 investments into Canadian startups or into global startups that then became Canadian companies. We've run 3 distinct programs in Canada: an AI-focused accelerator in Montreal, a program focused exclusively on prop tech, and of course, this city program here in Toronto, one of the most important tech cities in the world. You can ask anybody. Everybody now knows this. Our Toronto program alone has invested in 40 companies. We've experienced 3 significant exits, which have already returned most, if not all, of the capital so far deployed. We have incredible companies in this portfolio, many of whom have raised millions of dollars and have hired large teams of people in one or several countries. We also have found ourselves to be the earliest investors in many well-known Canadian tech companies who you may not realize are in fact Techstars alumni. Companies such as Bench Accounting, SkyWatch, Acerta, Rutific, Mosaic Manufacturing, and Spocket. In fact, Canada's largest operator of satellites, Kepler Communications, is a Techstars alumni. In these cases, these incredible founders applied to and gained acceptance into one of our global Techstars programs, such as in New York City, or Chicago, or Oslo, or Seattle, and have then come back home immediately afterwards with an incredible network, with customers, and with funding. We run Techstars with an unfair advantage. We have the world's largest and highest impact group of mentors. We ask these mentors to give their time and their expertise to our startups. We offer them our gratitude and an assurance that these are in fact the companies that will make the biggest difference to the world. We do not pay them with money, but we are incredibly grateful to them always. Now, turning to Techstars Toronto Class of 2021, our second fully online program. We reached out to our global mentor pool like never before. We engaged mentors across Canada and all over the world, and in particular, leveraged some of our all-star mentors from many different tech ecosystems. Now, when you see our class of 2021, it will become clear why we did that. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you 10 amazing new startups, all led by some of the most passionate and humble and capable startup founders we have ever assembled, and all joined by talented software engineers, designers, product managers, and marketers to support them. We searched the world for these tech startups, and while we found some amazing companies right here at home in Canada, we also discovered and invested in companies from Silicon Valley, from New York City, from Vietnam, from India, Azerbaijan, and Nigeria. Together, we've formed a family and we've built on a tradition. Now, on our side, we too are fortunate to have an incredible, although very small team of people, Britt, Melissa, and Carlin, who all joined us as program associates. We will soon see them off, and they will move on to do great things. And now our true secret weapon, our most unfair advantage, Tarek Hadadin, the program director. His energy and his capabilities are truly unmatched. Tarek and I have been together at Techstars since day one, more than 4 years ago, and we serve as the longest tenured dynamic duo in all of Techstars globally. And with that, I would like to introduce you to Techstars Toronto Class of 2021, a global class of startups for you to meet here fittingly on Canada Day.
Yesterday, 9 million people used the bus service in Lagos, one of the busiest cities in Africa. But it's nothing like the subway in New York or the red buses in London. A typical bus in Lagos looks like this: unpredictable, unreliable, and worst of all, a passenger's safety is not guaranteed. Yet, even with these irregularities, the bus system is the backbone of the economy in Lagos. Over $30 million is generated in Lagos from bus revenue every single day. What is more shocking, there's no single technology to manage and track how people move with buses in many cities like Lagos across Africa. My name is Onyeka Akuma, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Plentywaka, a bus ride-hailing platform that uses mobile technology to connect daily commuters with predictable travel times, bus travel options in 3 clicks, and safer travel across cities in Africa. Today, our users call us the Uber for bus stops. And let me show you how we do it. To start off, download the Plentywaka app, register your details, put some money in your wallet, and let's get your first trip in 3 quick steps. Step 1, select your pickup and drop-off bus stop. Then we show you bus options with different travel times. Step 2, select your preferred bus based on its distance from you. And then step 3, book your trip. As your bus approaches the bus stop, we'll notify you of its distance from you so that when it arrives, you can get on board with your QR code and make your trip. That's it. 3 steps and we're moving. Our business model is simple. We charge a 5 to 20% commission on tickets sold. So whether a rider is going from one bus stop to the other with Daily Waka, or traveling from one city to the other with Travel Waka, or simply booking a corporate service, we stand to make a decent commission for ourselves and, more importantly, make our bus operators happy. Our customers love this model, And this is proven with the traction we've had in the last 20 months. Since the launch of our service, we have moved over 350,000 riders while generating over $700,000 in revenue. But the best part is we're just getting started. Plentywaka is currently operating out of Nigeria with an estimated market of over $80 million generated from bus revenue daily. So imagine how much is made in bus revenue from over 600 million Africans that use a bus every 24 hours. That is huge. Now you can understand my excitement about the market and our passion to create solutions for millions of daily commuters. Our go-to-market strategy is built on a marketplace model. We need supply of buses on one hand, so we sign up bus owners, and on the other hand, we use referral marketing to get riders to download our app and use the buses. To succeed on this journey, we've assembled the best team with domain expertise across Africa. My co-founders include Afolabi, who built the first online car rental platform in Nigeria before joining Plentywaka to lead product development. Johnny and Shaibu bring on a combined 30 years experience of managing e-business and customer engagement across leading banks and travel agencies on the continent. They know each other so well, they even sing in a choir together. And myself, I have 2 startup exits to my name and recently won the African Person of the Year along with the presidents of Ghana and Nigeria. I was also employee number 1 and led marketing for public companies like Jumia, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and built the web and mobile interface for the largest online travel agency in Nigeria. With our company set up in Canada and the US, we're a team of 42, bringing on our technology, marketing, and bus management experience to make commuting better for Africans. So as I conclude, we invite you to talk to us on how you can partner with us to capture 30% of our market in the next 12 months. Download the Plentywaka app today, and let's get buses on the roads, moving millions of people with 3 clicks. Thank you.
That was a really remarkable and inspirational pitch for Plentywaka. I want to start off by just asking you have an incredible and rather unusual background as a tech entrepreneur, especially at such a young age. Tell us about what experiences you have pulled from on your successful tech exits and your roles in some of the biggest tech companies in Africa, and what have you applied to the vision and growth for Plentywaka?
Okay, thanks, Sunil. I think for me, it's just exciting to have that experience again, to come back to build another startup that has tremendous impact on the continent of Africa. I think one of the biggest lessons I've picked from all the different businesses that I've had to build is to just continue to stay humble in finding opportunities that you can use to scale and grow a business. Now, for me in Plentywaka, my lessons that I've picked from all the other businesses that I've gotten is there continues to remain opportunities to grow on the continent of Africa. I mean, 600 million people on a daily basis are using the public transportation sector to move from one place to the other. These are people that are constantly generating revenue, but I mean, if you're building value for them, if you're finding ways of making it easier for them to commute, if you're finding ways for them to have some form of predictability in their service, it becomes tremendous value to everyone that is involved in that sector. So I think for me, I've consistently told people that there are 3 sectors for me that I always pay attention to. I've had some success in the agriculture space. I've had some success in the real estate space. Now it's to build amazing value for people with transportation. And it becomes the bedrock of any economy. Distribution of services, moving people from one place to the other, getting people to do so in a predictable manner, and then having some form of reliability in the transportation that they would want for themselves. Similar to what you have in Europe, similar to what you have in Canada, having that way of bringing it back home for people to experience such reliability on the continent of Africa. I mean, it's exciting. I am humbled. I am excited about my team that they've joined me on this journey, and I just continue to look forward to taking on my experience of attracting the right talent, getting the right kind of investors to invest, seeing the value that we're creating for people, finding markets that we can scale on, finding markets that we can add value to with the little thing we can do with our technology. It's remarkable what you can do with your mobile devices. That is what excites me on a daily basis. And I'm really, really thrilled and fortunate to be doing this again.
Well, Anike, the vision you have, it's an inspiration. Your energy and charisma is infectious, and we just have had such a pleasure to get to know you over the past several months here at Techstars Toronto and your team. I mean, we feel like we've made such a connection, and given that it is Canada Day, I want people to know that we're waiting for those flights to resume and to start from Lagos and get you here to Canada. We're going to meet you at the airport and open up an office for Plentywaka here and be part of this growth story for years to come.
Yeah, we look forward to this, Sunil. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So we really appreciate this opportunity. I'm excited to be in Techstars again. I mean, it's my second time bringing my startup into a Techstars program. I'm truly excited about the opportunity that you gave to us and the team to do this, even from where we are based in Lagos. So I look forward to meeting you and the team and creating our own dent in the universe with what we're doing in Plentywaka on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe.
Thanks a lot, Sunil. You take care too.
Four years ago, the woman I thought I was going to marry ended our relationship. I was heartbroken, depressed, lost. And as an adult, I had never needed to seek out emotional health support before. I was shocked at how challenging it was to not only get the help I needed, but make it a regular part of my life. My name is Aaron Albert, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Mind. Today, we are in the midst of the greatest mental health crisis ever, with a growing $240 billion behavioral health market, where 1 in 4 people will experience significant mental health challenges, and the majority will never get help. The current model of getting support is broken. For consumers, therapy and coaching is expensive, infrequent, and inaccessible. Self-help is fragmented, unregulated, and lonely. Modern solutions try to scale one-to-one or small group therapy or coaching, but quality suffers, and it's still a big emotional ask for consumers. You know, Peloton made fitness fun and frictionless by putting top instructors and community right into your living room. So where's this experience for emotional wellness? For experts, they're struggling to meet all-time high demand. They're spread too thin across multiple platforms, not monetizing. They're spending too much time on business and marketing when they want to be focusing on content and helping people. And they're having a hard time getting exposure to the right audiences. You know, last year, we saw the creator economy explode. Twitch for video gamers, Patreon for musicians and artists, OnlyFans for, well, you know. Emotional wellness needs its own safe space. With a clear mission in front of us, we created Mind, the world's first emotional network. In minutes, Mind connects users going through emotional challenges to engaging and relatable top emotional wellness experts around the world. Users are able to interact with experts in one-to-many live and on-demand video and audio sessions where they can ask questions and get answers. Users find consistency through short daily practices and support from the community where they can continue the conversation, exchange advice, and send each other feels, our version of likes, all while being as visible as they'd like. And because access goes beyond just cost and technology, we built our product to feel more like Spotify than a doctor's office. For the experts, we're building their side of the platform to enable impact and scale they can't achieve alone. We've built best-in-class tools, develop and produce content, take care of marketing, and give them a turnkey subscription channel. Each expert unlocks their own social network with an average following of 75,000 followers. This automates the demand side of our marketplace, and through the expert network effects, helps us quickly scale the supply side. Where other current solutions have incredibly high therapist and coach churn, we have 0. We charge a monthly subscription to our customers and pass a portion of the revenue back to our experts based on attribution and content consumption. We launched 6 months ago, and we've seen amazing early traction. With 18,000 monthly active users, we've produced over 800 pieces of original content. Over 600,000 videos have been watched, 100,000 comments have been made, and we just signed a partnership with Kate Spade to produce cross-branded emotional wellness content. The best part is we've done this all to date without spending $1 on marketing, all organically through our experts' more than 4 million followers. As we look towards the future, we're building AI and behavioral science-based short-form daily content and exercises. We're working on weekly small groups and one-to-one sessions led by your favorite experts that you can book in less than 3 clicks when you are ready. Because getting support is not a one-size-fits-all solution. And on the expert side, we're building out a mind coaching certification so we become the de facto place for emotional wellness coaching. And no team is more suited to build this than ours. Headquartered in New York City, I've spent my entire career working with top wellness brands on product and operations. My Canadian co-founder, Mark Groves, is one of the top experts in the emotional wellness space, with over 1 million followers on social media and a previous multi-million-dollar emotional health coaching business. In fact, I met Mark because he was my coach. Our head of product, Shreyas Kulkarni, is former Facebook and Google, and our executive producer, Sherry Salata, was the former 20-year executive producer of The Oprah Winfrey Show and president of the OWN Network. So really, there's one question left to ask. Do you mind?
Okay, so joining us from New York City is Aaron Albert, the CEO of Mind. When I first heard about Mind, it kind of made me think of a visit to the biggest bookstores and standing in front of the self-help section and basically having access to all of those resources, but through an app, through technology. And I guess my question is, do you feel that technology is the way to bring this kind of human connection and this type of help to people as they need it?
I think absolutely. I think technology is a huge component of this. I think something that we really believe at Mind is that human emotions are a human thing and deserve a human solution. And I think when you look at technology, the companies and the folks that are doing this best, in our opinion, are the people who are leveraging technology to help humans do their jobs better, right? To help therapists and coaches and doctors be better at their job. And so I absolutely think technology can be really helpful. I think it allows us to be more universal. It allows us to offer things at a much more marginal cost. It allows us to see patients and treat folks beyond borders. It allows us to bring a community together that might be spread across the country or even the world that may have a shared experience or a shared need. I think technology can be really powerful when utilized correctly.
You know, Aaron, when I use Mind, it really strikes me that I'm experiencing a one-to-many coaching experience. And for a lot of people, that is a less daunting prospect to enter into when we want to talk to professionals or therapists, as opposed to one-to-one counseling. And do you also see that as part of the magic of Mind?
Great question. And the answer is overwhelmingly yes. I mean, that's how this company was started. It was started because we spoke to so many people who were getting help on social media in this one-to-many environment. You know, if you can get past the cost and the time it takes to actually get to a therapist that you like, most of them don't take insurance. Most of them are priced really high. If you can get past all that, there's still a huge emotional barrier between knowing that you are actually going to get help to sitting down face to face with someone else. And I think the beauty of our platform is that you can pick it up at any time and jump right in without any of that emotional battle. That is such an important first step for people, eliminating the cost, the time, and most importantly, I would argue, the emotional barrier is such a big part of our value proposition.
Well, listen, it's an incredibly important company. You're doing great work. It's also fantastic to see a company straddle both sides of the border, you being in New York and your co-founder, Mark Groves, being based in Calgary. You're expanding worldwide, hiring engineers. The app is sensational. I really encourage everybody to download the app in the App Store, Mind. And it's just the beginning. And I really think that this is the kind of company that the world needs exactly right now.
Thanks, Sunil. It's been a great discussion. And I think there's one question left to ask. Do you mind?
All right. Good to see you, Aaron. All the best.
Thanks, Sunil.
The future of content is immersive. Technological advancements are driving the accelerated adoption of AR. 5G and spatial computing afford increased download speeds and accessibility, while tech giants push AR as the next frontier. Facebook, Snapchat, Apple, and Google are all working to standardize the platforms for AR. The pandemic has forced us to adopt new technologies, equipping us to connect and communicate like never before. Hi, I'm Snehal Dhruv, founder and CEO of Cameraah. Cameraah is a no-code platform and marketplace to build and deploy augmented reality experiences. We are on a mission to democratize AR, making the technology simple and accessible to all. Gen Z and millennials are camera native and mobile first. AR is a critical tool for brands to capture consumers' attention and build consumer confidence. The companies that embrace change can become dominant industry players. Those that don't fall behind. AR is the next frontier of consumer experience technology. Despite the powerful technological drivers, barriers to AR adoption remain, contributing to the current lack of AR content. Creating AR is cumbersome and expensive. The market is fragmented and the tools are only for the pros. But we are shaking things up. Cameraah is where the AR ecosystem unites. Our strategic partnership with Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook provides us unique insights as we shape a product and allowing us to democratize AR for their audiences. Over 100 brands and businesses use Cameraah to create engaging try and buy experiences, social gamification, and brand engagement campaigns, which have collectively driven more than 55 billion views. You heard it right, 55 billion views. Let me show you how you can use Cameraah. First, select from hundreds of pre-made templates and 3D assets available on our platform, or import your own 3D content. Our unique 2D to 3D converter allows creators to bring their 2D designs onto our platform via a one-click integration with Canva Figma. And with Sketchfab, it will give our creators access to thousands of free 3D models. Using our technology, you can then edit your 3D models, customize colors, design details, dimensions, edges, click-through URLs, or callbacks. All that's left to do is deploy your AR experience across your choice of platforms. These experiences can be launched on a product page using a QR code or a quick link, or in your next email marketing campaign or chat conversation. Using AR, your customers can finally visualize your products in real space and time, trying your product before they buy, reducing returns and increasing profits. Our integrations with tools like Shopify, CRM, scheduling tools, Zoom, Buy with Apple, and many more make Cameraah a lead generation engine and drive sales for our customers. This is just the beginning. Digital avatars and AR games will provide more engaging ways to play. Face AR will allow customers to try on AR. Portal AR will unlock immersive virtual pop-up stores. Many communities have yet to tap into their full potential. Facebook has 120 million active businesses, but only 1% experimented with AR. There are more than 20 million e-commerce enabled stores, roughly 10% of which are Shopify enabled. Half of the 600,000 AR creators began just within the last 12 months. Our hybrid business model provides creators, agencies, and e-commerce companies access to our tools for a monthly subscription fee, while our creator marketplace equips them with add-on services for their custom 3D or AR projects. We have done $500,000 in revenue in the last 12 months, and this has only been possible thanks to our amazing team. We are a team of 20, 70% of whom are engineers and AR creators. We are thought leaders in the space, and I've been featured in Mark Zuckerberg's 2019 F8 keynote for leading AR in Asia Pacific, as well as our creation was featured in this year's Snap Partner Summit. We are bringing to AR what Canva and Figma brought to designers. We are Cameraah, and we enable ordinary people create extraordinary AR experiences fast. Thank you for your time, and do reach out to us to learn more and be part of our rocket ship.
Hey, Snehal. So it's great to have you join us. I think you're in New York City right now. I'm sure your team has been watching closely, both in the Bay Area and of course in India. If there's one thing that I learned from your pitch is that the future of marketing and the future of content is going to be immersive. So what kind of things can Cameraah do to make sure that brands really can tell their story and their message in this new immersive world?
Sure, Sunil. So thank you for having me here, and definitely a pleasure. And it's a wonderful weather outside. So yeah, future of content is immersive. Today's marketing and today's brands and businesses need to separate themselves out when they are reaching out to customers, engaging with customers. And immersive provides that bi-directional way of conversing. So it's not now anymore of seeing something, it's also becoming part of that content. So that's what immersive experiences unlock. The way the Cameraah plays a vital role is providing the tools and tool sets that you're going to require to build this without all the headache.
So Snehal, the first time we ever came into contact with each other is when I saw you at F8, on the main stage at the Facebook conference with Mark Zuckerberg's keynote address. And they had singled out your company as the one to watch when it comes to working in the AR Spark toolset. What was it that drew Facebook's attention towards Cameraah?
Sure, yeah. So that was definitely like a life-changing event for us, and everything changed. And one of the things that definitely came out that companies from the emerging markets are as competitive and as creative as anybody on the West. And one of the top reasons for us was perseverance. Is like we didn't give up. We started very early on. We experimented enough. We built as many like capabilities as possible. So whether it was 3D modeling, whether it was animation, we were persistent in kind of doing better and better and stretching our boundaries. And top few campaigns. And next thing we know that we've got the platform's attention, and we started working closely with the platform with key marquee customers, and we're helping them build these poster customers on different features that were released. And we continuously kept on delivering and exceeding the expectation, both from timeline and quality perspective. And yeah, like we never look back.
Well, you've obviously found a sweet spot in the world of no-code AR, and it's something that I think is going to be of vital importance to consumers and to brands alike for the years to come. Thank you so much for being part of the journey with us at Techstars Toronto, Snehal.
Hey, thank you, Sunil, for having us be part of the program. It has been a wonderful experience. We've learned a lot, right from the craziness to what we began with Mentor Madness to almost to this closing. It's been a wonderful journey, and you're glad to be part of it.
Good luck, Snehal.
Thanks, Sunil.
Plastic pollution killing 1 million people each year. 100,000 sea animals die from plastic pollution. 50% of all plastic produced used only once. These are the headlines we hear over and over again because we know plastic is a problem. We took plastic, which was first commercialized in the 1930s war, began to use it and abuse it. We're at the tipping point, and we can't continue to live this way. Right now, sweeping government bans are taking place across the globe in an effort to slow down the double-digit growth of the single-use plastic straw and utensils categories. Categories that haven't slowed down despite reusable alternatives such as metal, silicone, and those gross, soggy paper straws. I'm Marina, founder and CEO of EQUO. EQUO delivers 100% plastic-free and compostable solutions for everyday single-use plastic items. We're starting off with drinking straws made out of materials you can actually pronounce: grass, rice, coconut, sugarcane, and coffee. Our products decompose in months, not centuries, and they're so easy and convenient to switch to, you don't have to change your lifestyle or behavior. No washing, no carrying around. And they help to promote a circular economy by diverting waste from the landfills in order to produce them. Now you can use it once throw it away without any of the worry and none of the guilt. Not only are our products innovative, we're doing something different. We're saying, yes, you can have choice. Even in a traditionally homogeneous category like drinking straws, where you only got to choose plastic and now paper, you have the power to choose a straw that matches your preferences. You want a straw that matches the color of your drink for that perfect Instagram shot? Or how about a straw that never gets soggy for that extra large iced coffee? Or a straw that you can snack on when you get hungry mid-drink? We've got you covered. We're launching into this white space and disrupting the category, shaking things up by branding something typically commoditized and saying, pay attention to this category and pay attention to your choice in straw or fork. Things you never thought twice about. We're bright, colorful, and quirky. And we don't look like a straw brand because how many straw brands can you name? Exactly. Best part about us, we're asset light and have the capacity to scale quickly. We source our products through aggregating sustainable manufacturers that meet our strict internal standards, obtaining certifications that most don't or won't invest in, and bringing it to the global market in a way that provides security and information that meets the detailed and rigorous needs of our customers. We're going to market selling directly to consumers through online e-commerce channels and to businesses, ones that sell our products for us, like eco-friendly shops and grocery stores, and directly to businesses themselves to use for their own customers. Our brand building, product education, and awareness on one side will help us get the revenue and volume we need on the other. That way, we don't disappear or struggle along like the hundreds of other sustainable single-use manufacturers that have been around for 20+ years, but no one has ever heard of, and have garnered a whopping less than 1% market share during their time. We're proving this is working with over 50,000 in sales in focus channels and an average 50% month-over-month growth since the beginning of the year, with millions of straws shipped. We've received coverage in global media, and we are trending, being included in Forbes, Trend Hunter, Yahoo Lifestyle, Tastemade, Pop Sugar, and most recently, an appearance and offer on Shark Tank. For every headline that you are seeing about plastic pollution, you're seeing headlines on what we're doing about it. We've gotten nods from nonprofits we've partnered with, including the Plastic Pollution Coalition, Skip the Plastic Straw, and World Wildlife Foundation. We've also won industry awards for our products and business, including the SME 100 Fast Moving Companies in Asia Award and a Gold Asia Pacific Stevie Award for innovation in consumer products. We're starting off with drinking straws and utensils, but the market is so much bigger than this. We're launching a full product line of stationery, dishware, and bags to address the over $70 billion single-use plastic category. Timing matters, and we matter today. Billions of dollars are at stake, and EQUO is on the right side of this. I moved to Vietnam and built this business in my parents' home country. We're a women-owned business of 100% Vietnamese talent with backgrounds in marketing, logistics, production, and finance. We're not only changing the industry, we're creating real change in Vietnam, educating consumers and pushing Vietnam to the forefront as a global leader in sustainability. We're also working to reverse the declining investment trend against sole female founders. We're saying, say no to plastic straws that outlive you and your next 5 generations. Don't accept the giant paper industry's subpar soggy solutions. And don't accept that our goal is to simply protect the planet and join us in building a world in which we don't have to. We're choosing to make a difference, and I'm choosing to make a stand right here, right now. If you are interested in how EQUO is changing the world, or would like to become an ally and accelerate our journey in ridding the world of single-use plastics, connect with us by scanning this QR code. My name is Marina from EQUO, and we're on a mission to provide small solutions that will have a big impact.
Okay, well now we are joined by Marina Tran Vu, the CEO and founder of EQUO. Marina, great pitch. I just wanted to start off by asking you, what can we really do as a planet to, finally rid the world once and for all of these non-biodegradable plastics?
I would say kind of the biggest thing is just to really acknowledge the fact that, you know, plastic before, it wasn't really meant to be intended to use for everything. And we've kind of gone down this path where we've abused plastic and used it for literally everything just because we could, not because we should. And so I think acknowledging that is the first thing. And the second thing is really open ourselves up to trying to learn about different materials, different options that are available out there besides plastic. Because we know plastic, while it's a great, very durable material, it's just not that friendly for the planet.
So Marina, one of the things that struck me the minute the EQUO order arrived at my door was the incredible packaging. These are your grass straws, the sugar cane, the rice straws. I mean, the packaging and the branding, and it extends to your social media assets as well. So compelling. And I was curious, maybe you could explain what your own background is to be able to develop products, not only the use of the products, but the packaging and the branding, which of course is one of the biggest components of a product's success in market.
Absolutely. Prior to actually starting EQUO, I was working within the consumer packaged goods industry for a long time, actually within the brand and marketing departments of companies like Unilever, Bacardi, and LG. And, you know, in those departments, everything's all about marketing, about branding, about connecting with the consumer, developing things that consumers want. And so when I kind of took that experience and brought it to EQUO, the first thing I thought about is like, what is missing? What have consumers not experienced before? Or what would they want to see? And for myself, I also had I was starting my own journey, I would say, within sustainability too. I was new to the whole space, new to the category. And the one thing that we pinpointed on was that sustainability in general, it's a great, great initiative for people, but it can also be very daunting or very intimidating as a category. There's a lot of people who say that if you don't do all these steps or all these things 1, 2, 3, then you're not being fully sustainable or you're not being eco-friendly. And that can be a little bit of a turnoff to a lot of people. And so when we approached the branding and our marketing communications, we had one goal in mind. We wanted everyone to feel welcome, to feel like, you know, by using our products, you're already doing something better for the environment. Even if you're doing one little thing, that's already better than what you were doing yesterday. And we wanted that to be a very welcoming message. And then the second thing as well was we wanted it not to be, you know, not to be mundane. We wanted to be fun. We wanted people to have fun with our brand, to see that come through our colors, see that come through our social media. We don't take ourselves too seriously because there's already enough out there about people telling you that the planet's going to die in 5 years. There's already enough of that. Let's try to take a positive spin on sustainability.
Well, I have to say, it's been an absolute joy getting to know you. I have so much respect for what you've been building in your company. And I know it's been a hard path. You're a sole founder, you're a female founder, you're a transplanted founder to another country, which is your cultural home, but not where you were born or grew up or lived for any part of your life. And to do all this and to also do a startup that's actually solving one of the world's most pressing problems is an inspiration. You're an inspiration to entrepreneurs all over. And I really can't wait to see how the product line evolves and how big this company truly will become.
Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting us, the entire Techstars Toronto team for supporting us and really giving us a platform to share our vision and our company with the rest of the world. So we're hoping we only go up from here.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you.
Data has been the tool best used to solve some of the world's toughest problems. Today, we track, monitor, and measure just about everything. But when it comes to our waste and recycling, the questions around who, what, where, when, and how remain a mystery. My name is Hamoon Karami, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Smartbin.io, where we are going after an old industry ripe for change. At Smartbin, we automate indoor waste and recycling collection for large property management companies. We sell smart retrofit sensors and smart bins that know how much waste is put inside them. Our solution tracks how much waste and recycling is generated every single day. Our system also sends a list of full bins to staff 15 minutes prior to their collection times, which optimizes collection costs by up to 90%. Powered by just 3 AA batteries that will last 2 years, our product connects to low power, wide area networks and requires no Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or additional infrastructure. To match, we have built an enterprise-grade analytics platform that turns all our data into insight that customers can act on today. We give sustainability teams an automated monthly report showing them how much waste and recycling was generated in bags and liters. Our go-to-market strategy will be to capitalize on investments from property management companies looking for solutions to help them reopen and gain a competitive edge. These initial customers will set the stage and act as our waste influencers for the rest of the market, with a TAM of over $4.2 billion in North America alone. We are closing a contract with one of North America's largest bin manufacturers. They have 30 years of experience with our target customer and see a large opportunity to also compete in this new and exciting market. To start, we are co-leading a pilot with them at the Googleplex in Silicon Valley and expect to close a deal with them by August of this year. Our business model is simple. We charge customers an upfront cost to buy our hardware, and then we charge a monthly subscription billed annually. Every part of our solution has been built in-house. We have deep expertise in this market and are armed with the talent to execute. Our advisory board consists of Jason Gates, a CEO who has raised over $40 million of capital for his dumpster monitoring solution, and Louis Collard, who has worked at Google for the last 10 years, leading the team that built the Chromebook. Our product will deliver never-before-seen insight into waste contamination and ensure that every bag of recycling generated by our customers is of the highest quality, sending a ripple effect down the supply chain and decreasing the cost for recycled materials to circulate back into new products, a true and healthy circular economy. At Smartbin, we help deliver data to the one industry that needs it most. This data enables businesses and cities to better plan for the future. This data takes away the mystery of where our waste comes from. At Smartbin, we help deliver data to the waste and recycling industry, and the data that we help deliver will help change the world. Thank you.
Hi, Ham. Well, that was an excellent pitch. And I'm so thrilled to see how far Smartbin has come since you and I first met a couple years back. It was at Collision, at the Collision conference, and we've met a few times since then at conferences. And I just am amazed to see the progress that you and your team have put together with Smartbin. And you know, you often say that garbage is an incredibly old industry that's ripe for disruption. I mean, I sometimes think of The Sopranos when I think of your company and the industry that you're bringing innovation and change to. So I guess the question would be, how do you feel you and your team are best positioned and the right people to bring this much needed change to this particular industry?
Well, personally, I have grown to be a little bit of a thought leader in this space. I've spoken alongside the UN on our plastic waste crisis. And since I've been working in this industry, I've gotten the chance to speak to all the people who have been involved in waste management. The janitorial staff collecting waste bins in commercial buildings, waste haulers who collect the waste from the dumpsters, material recovery facilities who are tasked with the job of sorting through this plastic, landfill operators who are, really in trouble right now with the amount of waste that's being generated as populations in cities grow more and more. And this kind of gives me a unique lens into building a product, service, solution to be able to help alleviate some of these problems. Going to Alex, my co-founder in Germany, all the way in Germany, he has worked with some of the biggest brands in the world on the design side. So he has worked with Lamborghini, BMW, Audi. He has worked on music videos with some of the biggest artists in the world. And Alex, who has an incredible attention to detail, brings a very strong pillar of design into the foundation of our company. And if you haven't noticed yet, we take design extremely seriously. We implement it in every facet of our business, and we're actually using it as a secret weapon. And then go even further across the world to Taiwan, where, you know, I spent the last 5 years. You'll find Andre. So Andre and I have been working together for the last 6 years. He's obsessed with building complex software infrastructures. He's a brilliant, brilliant guy. He has a master's degree in computer science. And I truly believe that us three, as the three co-founders of the company, bring every piece of the puzzle forward to being able to deliver this solution to the world.
Well, Hamoon, it's such an inspirational story. The work you're doing, it's so important, whether we look at it from the ESG lens or just the sustainability lens. You know, it's a very important innovation, and its time has come. I'm so proud of the work you've done, and just your own personal story. Your family moved here from Iran, you grew up in Canada, and then you yourself basically immigrated out and moved to Taiwan, where you got the inspiration to start this company, and 5 years later you brought it back to Canada, where you have co-founders all around the world in Taipei and in Germany. And it's a very global and very big vision that you have. And I know we're just in the at the very beginning of it, but it's fantastic to see this and to be a small part of it. We wish you really well, and can't wait to see the evolution of Smartbin.
Thanks, Anil. And as you know, we're very loud and proud of being part of the Techstars family. And we thank you for the last 3 months, and we're very excited to continue the journey for the coming years.
All right, Ham. Good luck, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Yoga transforms lives. Thanks to the COVID lockdowns, yoga can be found everywhere online. Theoretically, we all have easy access to the tools to elevate our mental and physical well-being. So what's missing? The core of yoga is relationships, the bond between teacher and students with each other. This is the glue that keeps individuals dedicated to their practice long enough to experience health benefits. There are new and greater challenges to fostering these relationships online. With our teachers across the globe, we figured out the key to help them build strong relationships with students in over 100 different countries around the world. I'm Serena Zhu. I'm a certified yoga instructor and co-founder at MixPose. We're a yoga platform using AI to build relationships and foster community. To relate to students, teachers need context. In a physical studio, teachers can easily visually assess the physical capabilities of each student and tailor the class instruction to suit. On MixPose, new students onboard by doing a few basic poses. The AI assesses their alignment, and with that, teachers have full context of the training level of their new students. During class, our AI sorts the video feeds based on how well each student is following along. This way, teachers can quickly identify which student may need some alignment correction or simply a motivational boost. Over half of our students are coming upon yoga for the first time. When you're starting out, it's really hard to dedicate to a regular practice long enough to experience these wellness benefits. At a physical studio, you have the community to provide that sense of accountability. So, on MixPose, we focus on fostering that community vibe. We run instructor-led community challenges to keep every student engaged and motivated, celebrating each student's win in completing a practice and bonding over fun moments in a group to motivate each other to join in on the next. We offer our service to students on a subscription basis. Prior to the lockdowns, yoga was already an $84 billion market. With this virtual boom, so many people are turning on to yoga for the very first time. And then there are the lifelong practitioners that have found a new way they love to practice. And for world-class instructors, they can finally teach their live classes at scale while still personalizing for each student. All great indicators that the yoga market is at an inflection point and poised for exponential growth ahead. Since our launch last September, we've hosted over 1,000 live classes on our platform for a base of 7,000 students and growing 12% month on month. Our most active users are taking 5 classes a week with us. We developed a firm base to provide us the data to refine our AI. Our 3-layer inferencing allows us to understand not just individual poses, but sequences of movement. Understanding movement sequences over time paints the fullest picture for instructors to understand a student's progress. Also, it sets us up to expand into other domains such as dance and mixed martial arts. We're working closely with our partners Agora and Intel to move forward with our vision. Our team is a group of ARM, Intel, NVIDIA innovators, and certified yoga instructors. We've competed and won over 250 hackathons together. We're the winning combination to revolutionize virtual yoga and transform lives across the world.
Well, I want to welcome Serena. Serena, that was a fantastic pitch. Really proud of the work that you and the MixPose team have done. I want to start off by just asking you to comment on what I think is really just a fueled craze for yoga that's a result of the pandemic. People really have seemed to have discovered yoga and have made it an active part of their lives at home. And I wanted to ask you, what value does MixPose have, particularly for people who are new to the practice of yoga?
Yeah, for sure. So practicing in the studio is definitely very different from practicing in an online environment in your own home. And oftentimes, especially when you're first starting out, you really you need these little wins. You need to be able to understand that you're doing something correctly to fuel your motivation or desire to keep continuing a practice. And so something that is as simple as just recognizing a pose using the AI and then alerting the user that they are indeed in this right pose. That's a small win for your brain. And that goes a long way. You're a first-time practitioner, you stack up a series of wins in one practice session, and that makes you want to say, I'm going to come back for the next one, and then the next one, and then pretty soon you're a regular practitioner and you really get to experience the health benefits. So that's certainly for the participants' side. But for a yoga instructor, you'll talk to yoga instructors all across the board, and they'll all, one resounding remark is, it's very hard to get first-time practitioners to dedicate to this practice. So kind of using the AI technology to help the teachers meet the students halfway, that's a big win for the teachers.
So Serena, one of the things that I think everyone will have just noticed during your pitch is your team slide. And really, it's quite exceptional to see the group of 5 co-founders that you've assembled here for MixPose. And it's not every day that a Toronto-based accelerator fund gets to invest in a company from Silicon Valley. So I just wanted you to expand a little bit about the backgrounds of your team and how long and how you all came to know each other and what brought you together to pursue this disruption of yoga and fitness.
Thanks, Sunil. I do believe we have quite a spectacular team. So Peter Ma, he's like the king of hackathons here. I've never met a single person who's just able to go into a hackathon and know what the cutting edge technology is and know exactly what to build to win it. And so we were so lucky for him to meet Ethan, who's this longtime innovator in the fitness and technology space, really pioneering some of the work on analytics on the wearable devices. And then you have Sarah, who's an NVIDIA innovator, but she's also a certified yoga instructor like myself. And Johnny met Peter maybe a couple years back, again in a hackathon event. And he has a great background in finance. He was actually a Truman Scholar, worked at Goldman Sachs for many years. It was a serendipitous meeting of minds, and we decided this is yoga and fitness and bringing that to the world, allowing the world to experience these transformational changes that come from a dedicated yoga practice. We want to build this. We want to create a company with this mission.
Yeah, well, I know it's early innings for MixPose, but you're certainly in a very active space. And as you said, the 5 co-founders, we call you the Fab Five here at Techstars Toronto. It's been a thrill just to get to know you all the way from Silicon Valley. And we just can't wait to see where MixPose takes us all. So thank you very much, Serena. Thanks.
Thank you, Sunil.
Over 60% of trips that we make in North America are under 8 kilometers in distance. It's too far to walk, but it's too short to drive. Micro-mobility options like bikes and scooters are designed to fill this transit gap. Hi, my name is Richard. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Roll Scooters. We're the only Canadian-owned, developed, and operated company providing intelligent micro-mobility solutions to cities and businesses. Our technology and market approach allow us to build a cooperative relationship with cities to win operating permits. We do this by utilizing machine learning and IoT technologies to tackle the safety and parking concerns of shared mobility. This is a massive priority for regulators today, and in this highly regulated market, winning permits means winning market share, and it is working. Using Roll is such a breeze. Instead of waiting 15 minutes for Uber to take you a few blocks from your office or a local coffee shop, you can just open the Roll app. It will show you the nearby scooters. It can also generate a route to the near one. Then you scan the QR code to unlock it. Within seconds, you are rolling, and without breaking a sweat, you shorten your Uber ride or you walk to a brief and enjoyable scooter ride charged on a per minute basis. And here's the best part. After you're done, all you have to do is just park it responsibly. The ride will end, the scooter will auto-lock, and it will be waiting for the next rider. Our fleet management dashboard and mobile app allow us to track our scooters and collect low-charge ones on a daily basis. And thanks to our vehicle self-diagnosis system, we can quickly identify the scooter require maintenance or repair, and that reduces our maintenance costs by 70% compared to our closest competition. By 2030, the sheer micromobility market will be $300 billion globally, and it will be $30 billion in Canada alone. The market is huge. It will change how people move around cities for short distance trips because it really solved the first and last mile problem. In 2020, with Roll only operating 200 scooters for 5 months, we generated over $150,000 in revenue, and we were able to achieve 5 times of the profit margin than our competitors. At Roll, utilizing our superior hardware and IoT technologies, and thanks to our deep supply chain integration with scooter manufacturers, our scooters are 10 times more durable than others currently on the market. This allows us to be profitable even at small-scale operations. It takes about 3 months for a scooter to break even, and the lifespan of scooters is 24 months. And that gives us an average return on investment of 600%. Our ability to be profitable with small-scale operation is our unfair advantage. Instead of only competing for big cities, we can expand and win with small to mid-sized cities. In North America, there are more than 80% of those cities have been ignored by our competition. But we're planning to get them rolling. The pandemic has accelerated the global adoption of micromobility solutions, and the market is only beginning to take off. In Canada alone, the number of cities who are interested in a shared micromobility pilots has grown 50% year over year for the past 3 years. Today, ROE is in active discussion with 10 different cities for a potential scooter pilot. This is the perfect timing for ROE to grow aggressively. We are a passionate and experienced team. Our CTO, Jack, who built a Asian community-focused food delivery app that is serving over 7 cities. Our Chief Communication Officer, Arda, is responsible for government relationship, and he has helped us to win multiple city permits in a row. And myself, I have worked at a industrial leading e-bike manufacturer, and I have great supply chain management and product development experience. If you are as excited about the future of urban mobility as we are, please connect with us, and thank you so much for listening.
Hey, Richard. Well, that was a great pitch. And I just came back from my morning Canada Day ride on my roll scooter. Incredible scooter, as always, as you know. Actually, I want to start by asking you, you have a background in scooter manufacturing, and maybe you could tell us a little bit about that background and how that led you to launch this company here in Canada.
Thank you, Sunil, and thank you so much for constantly being our biggest supporters of road scooters. And so my business in China, my family business in China has been doing e-bike and e-scooter manufacturing for over 10 years. And we have learned a lot from helping a lot of clients not to just do the manufacturing, but also in a lot of R&Ds. And very recent years, we have helped some of the biggest bike share companies in China to develop their product as well. So we learn a lot from those experiences, and we apply those experience and learnings into our own product development. So with our scooter, we achieved 3 things, I would say. One is that we want to make the scooter ride to be stable. Second is we want it to be safer. And third is we want the scooter itself to be sustainable and durable. And we did that with all of our learning in the past 10 years, and also a lot of dedication and engineering on our team as well.
Yeah. Well, I have to say your manufacturing background has led to a superior scooter product. It's such a stable and well-engineered scooter, but also your business model is quite unique. I think instead of just applying for permits and then littering a city with scooters, the Roll team has taken a really incremental approach to growth, and you've adopted a strategy that actually stands apart from some of your competition. Maybe you could expand a little bit upon that.
That's a great question. That's a great question, Samuel. So for us from the very beginning, we have identified several mistakes made by our competitors. And one of them is government relationship. So we don't want to just deploy a bunch of scooter on the street and that's it. Instead, we want to build a really collaborated relationship with cities and really listen to their concerns about parkings and safety concerns, and try to tailor our technologies to solve those concerns. And it has been working pretty well. In terms of the choice of market expansion, we also have a different approach that most of our competitors is. We're able to be profitable at small scale, and that give us a lot of room for market expansion. So we're looking at a lot of small to mid-sized towns that have been ignored by our competitors, and we have launched in those cities, and we have great customer feedback. We also, from the business side, we have achieved great traction and great unit economics as well.
Yeah, well, the fact that you can even say the word profitability at this stage is quite remarkable. Well, it certainly changed my life, Richard. It's no exaggeration. I ride the scooter every day. I drive my car less. I'm outside more often, and it's just a really safe and enjoyable way to zip around for work or for leisure. So thank you so much for being part of the journey with us here at Techstars, and can't wait to see what comes next for Roll Scooters.
Thank you so much for having me.
In our world today, we can book a hotel, flight, or restaurant with so much ease. But when it comes to booking services, such as a haircut, massage, or spa treatment, most search in Google and then begin this cumbersome process of back and forth calling and texting, all for just one appointment. That's a real pain for people like you and me. Hi, I'm Rishi Goldu, founder and CEO of Zerv, a marketplace for wellness and beauty services. For businesses that provide these services, on average, 50% of their schedule goes unfulfilled. So on one hand, businesses are starving for customers, while customers find it a hassle booking these services. Our marketplace allows you to book your next hair or massage appointment in less than a minute, even from the comfort of your home or simply when you're on the go. Zerv can aggregate the largest collection of available times, giving the customer the most relevant and awesome options to select from. Let me show you how our product works to accomplish this. For customers, it takes 3 easy steps to book your next appointment. Find a service, find a time, then just book it. For service providers, it takes as little as 20 minutes to get set up. While major players focus on being the best scheduling system, Zerv focuses on delivering the best experience for the user, providing the most efficient and consistent way to book services. Booking services has long been a part of our society. This task is here to stay, so let's make this as easy as we can. There are more than 400 million people in North America alone. Focusing on the age group of 25 to 55, this group books over 2 billion appointments in the wellness and beauty space each year. Most of these bookings take over 10 minutes each. That is a lot of wasted time. Zerv eliminates this by giving you time to do the things you enjoy. We launched Zerv in September 2020 in Toronto. While there have been many hurdles with COVID restrictions, we've onboarded over 700 service providers and completed over 3,000 transactions despite the worst of times. Now we have a playbook to sign up critical inventory of service providers as we look to expand our operations. Zerv charges a fee to the merchant on a per transaction basis. We're expanding to Western Canada and piloting our first city in the US very shortly. The timing is ripe for the services marketplace. Personal wellness is at the forefront of people's priorities. Working from home, it's here to stay. People are changing habits, changing schedules, and even changing service providers. The world is ready for a seamless booking experience. Our team is where the magic happens. We have owned successful businesses and are experienced operators. Claire has helped grow Massage Addict from 26 locations to over 90 locations, making Massage Addict the largest massage provider in Canada. My first startup expanded to 5 countries in 10 years, providing 25,000 sponsorships to children, and is still going strong. I've also led the global operational excellence function for a $20 billion publicly traded company. With our team, our unique approach to solving this issue, exciting early traction, we're on a mission to make the booking of services as delightful as booking a flight, hotel, or restaurant. Please reach out to us as a partner or investor as we scale our business to multiple cities across North America. Thank you.
Hey, Rishi. So that was a great pitch. Really enjoyed watching it. And, you know, Zerv has just come such a long way. Now that we are emerging out of the pandemic, the question would be, is this now a new normal? And are some of the things that we experienced during the pandemic going to be lasting in terms of change to our consumer and you know, the business behaviors for services? Do you see any of these changes being permanent, and how would Zerv respond to those needs going forward?
Sunil, we see certain patterns that have come out of COVID as patterns that are going to stay. For example, businesses are no longer going to be able to rely on walk-in traffic. So they need to digitize their scheduling and booking tools. So businesses that were doing pen and paper before need a tool. So digitization of businesses is a pattern that's going to stay. But we also believe that there was a certain demographic. When we first started this, you know, we were told there's a certain demographic that is technology savvy. But now, as a result of COVID, my parents are ordering their groceries and bananas and et cetera online. So we've got a whole new demographic that is now used to convenience, used to technology, and expects efficiency. So a lot more people are going to be using services such as Zerv, our marketplace, than we had expected before. And lastly, working from home is going to stay in some shape or form. And what working from home has done is it's allowed people to change schedules, change habits, and even change service providers. So how are they going to find new service providers in the area that they're working and staying in? Zerv offers discoverability in the easiest way possible, where people can say they can book their next hair or massage appointment in less than 1 minute. And that's lots of convenience, lots of time for people to do the things that they enjoy rather than spending time on the phone back and forth with their service providers.
Rishi, it's been clear to us in our time working together with you at Zerv that your company is very much purpose-driven and has been very supportive of the community at large. Please, tell us more about that.
Sunil, leading with purpose is very important to us, and it's been in our actions because we've supported the Daughters of India program, local trainers, COVID-19 efforts, and now to recognize our frontline workers who've really carried us through this pandemic, Zerv is offering complimentary wellness and beauty services to 100 frontline workers. So more details on Zerv.io on how to nominate your local heroes, but we're here excited to support them and carry this effort forward.
Oh, that's just so great to hear. Well, we're coming out of the pandemic, and I think it's testament to organization like yours that's making this an even better outcome for those who have given us so much. It's early days for Zerv, but we are so excited by what future you have in front of you, and just so excited and so happy to be a small part of your journey. Best of luck, Rishi, as on the next phase and the growth of Zerv.
Thank you so much, Sunil.
In the last 24 months, $3.5 billion have been invested into African startups. This number is expected to increase to $6.5 billion in the next 18 months. But there is a major gap. Each time a founder raises capital, they are presented with a challenge of finding the right talent that they need to scale. As a repeat founder myself, I know that finding the right talent quickly is a major pain point for tech startups in Africa and around the world. My name is Adewale Yusuf, and I am the co-founder and CEO of TalentQL. We are a platform that connects Africa's vetted talent with companies that need them to scale. And we are starting with engineers. Africa has a population of 1.4 billion people. In Nigeria alone, there are 5 million tech-enabled businesses, each employing minimum of 5 to 10 engineers. This positions us for sustained rapid growth. Companies looking to hire engineering talent can be paired with the right candidates within 48 hours of beginning the onboarding process. To ensure and maintain the highest quality talent, our candidates are required to complete a series of technical, communication, and culture fit tests before being paired with opportunities. We also support our talent pool with an AI advisor that prepares them for the interview process. Our automated platform uses data tag to anonymously match vetted engineers with the right opportunities in minutes. Companies can view unbiased talent profiles, reject or schedule a meeting with the talent and make an offer. Since our launch 6 months ago, we've received over 300 talent requests from 70 companies, including unicorn companies like Flutterwave and some international Fortune 500 companies. We are currently the preferred platform for developers in Africa, having onboarded over 4,000 engineers in the last 6 months. We are looking to have over 100,000 by end of next year. This is notable as we see talent turning to TalentQL from competing platforms like Andela and TalkTalk because of our proven commitment to supporting and investing in our developers, expanding their marketable skills through our pipeline program. Our revenue model is simple. We take 12 to 25% commission based on successful placements. Our team is composed of serial entrepreneurs with several decades of professional experience building businesses in Africa. I founded TechPoint, the tech crunch of Africa, and grew it for 6 years before identifying the large opportunity in the market and building TalentQL. Our head of partnership, Opeyemi, built, scaled, and sold Jobberman, the largest job portal in Africa, before transitioning to manage technical products at Indeed. Sultan, our head of technical talent, founded the largest NGO coding school in Africa, which was supported by Jack Dorsey of Twitter. Choma, our operations and finance lead, has worked in leadership role at PwC and the American International School. At TalentQL, we are fueling the growth of technology companies by providing them with the talent they need to scale, starting in Africa. If you are looking for a company that can help you with your talent needs, TalentQL is the place to go. Reach out to us at talentql.com. Thank you.
Hi, Adewale. That was a really beautiful pitch. I really enjoyed listening to the vision that you have put in front of yourself for TalentQL. And I want to start off by asking you, well, first reminding you that the reason we first met was in the context of your previous company that you started, TechPoint Africa, which I feel is a fair way to describe is the tech crunch of Africa. And you have been at the forefront of the rise of innovation and startups throughout the entire continent. And so no one better to ask than you, what are your observations on how fast the tech movement has been growing across all of Africa?
Thank you so much, Sunil. So for Africa and for me, so I've been a player and I've been covering the space for over 7 years now, and with TechPoint. And one thing that we've seen, the trend we're seeing is the growth. So Africa is growing. We see the market being opening up. And also one thing you should remember about Africa, especially a country like Nigeria with over 200 million people, is the mobile phone, the usage of mobile phone is massive. So even before the North America, we leapfrogged the era of landline to mobile phone. So, and that is really growing. The adoption is growing, which opened up the market as well. And if you look at the numbers of funds that these founders in the market are raising, it's amazing. And it's also good because now we have investors that are dedicated to the market. They just want to fund the market, which is good. In the last 18 months, founders have raised over 3-point-something billion US dollars. And that number is increasing because this year alone, over $1 billion have been raised, and this is just the second quarter. So we see more growth coming. And so it's really amazing what is going on in the market, and I'm excited about it.
Turning to TalentQL, you have some incredible plans for 2022 and beyond. One in particular that I think is quite inspiring is the Talent Pipeline program. Tell us about Pipeline.
So for me, why we're doing Pipeline is we're here for the African talent. And one major thing we realize is for African talent, it's a state, talent is in the state of emergency, which means we need to have more senior talent in the market. And we dedicated like some months into research, like how can we do this? Because the world, when you look at North America, we see companies like Lambda, we see General Assembly, some of these people, they can build junior developers, but we've gone beyond that right now. We need to have more senior developers because we really, we came into the market like 10, 20 years late. So that's why we decided like, how can we do this? Then we leverage, after the research, we realized we have to use a pairing model, which is the mentorship model. And that's where we get into Tesla. We see engineers from Tesla, from Google, from Microsoft that happy to give back to the continent.
Well, Adewale, it's clear to us all that the business you're building is a big one. And it's also a very important one for unlocking the opportunity to Africans from across the continent to participate in the rise of tech and innovation across the world. It's exciting to have you as part of Techstars Toronto, and we are very proud of you now as an alumni of our program. And we cannot wait for you to make your move and to arrive here in the city of Toronto.
Thank you so much, Sunil, and everyone. Thank you so much. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Hi. Back in the good old days, customer support used to be simple. Today, there are so many more channels customers can use to get in touch with businesses. In fact, 57% of customers globally expect more touch points than just a phone call to get in touch with support teams. And 64% of customers expect real-time assistance. With customers demanding real-time support over multiple platforms, managing and meeting these demands manually is nearly impossible without a large support staff. I personally experienced this overwhelming task when I was the head of customer support in the Middle East, covering 38 countries. Questions were coming from multiple platforms in multiple languages. It was chaotic. When businesses fail to meet this demand, it can lead to damaged customer loyalty and decreased team productivity. We have the solution. My name is Seymour. I am the CEO and co-founder at Whelp, the omni-channel conversational customer support platform. We help businesses deliver seamless and personalized customer support. Whelp unifies all customer communication in one place. We make it easy for businesses to streamline all customer interactions. We help businesses in 3 major directions. With AI-based chatbot, we help them to automate customer support up to 40%. With unified inbox, we help teams collaborate effectively and consolidate customer interactions in one place. With social listening, we help companies track conversations about the brand across social media. Using APIs, we connect voice, SMS, email, live chat, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, and so many more channels in one place. We also connect Google Drive, Dropbox, DocuSign, Stripe, and other third-party apps for seamless customer experience. Let's take a quick look on how Whelp can take your customer support to a whole new level. Sagar Sharma is a typical customer using messengers and phone to get in touch with the support team. Now, thanks to Whelp's truly omnichannel platform, the entire conversation history and all communication from multiple channels can be seen in one place. Switching between channels is a piece of cake. We offer businesses flexible pricing model based on the conversation volume. With no prior commitment, businesses can now pay as they grow confidently. The global conversational customer support market is expected to reach $14 billion by 2025. We estimate to see growing demand for omni-channel business messaging and conversational commerce. We already have these solutions and we are ready to meet the demand. We have a proven, scalable customer acquisition model that helps us generate and validate leads across multiple sources. Thanks to this, we have been able to grow by 325% over the last year. Currently, we have 18% conversion rate. With more targeted ads and content marketing, we expect to reach 25% conversion rate by the end of 2021. Currently, we power more than 600 companies' customer support platforms using Whelp in 16 countries. More than 1,400 agents are using Whelp to consolidate customer interactions in one place. We have helped companies close more than 1 million unique conversations in 2021. Team Whelp is super passionate about helping companies create value, drive loyalty, and deliver outstanding customer support. As the CEO of this company, I have more than 15 years of experience in customer support. My co-founder and CEO Asif comes from the largest telecom in Azerbaijan. My co-founder and CTO Enrique has over 10 years of experience in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Our Chief Product Officer Shahlar comes from the largest commercial bank of Azerbaijan, where he was the head of customer support and contact center. Together, we have the expertise and knowledge to help companies deliver seamless and personalized customer support. 2021 has been a blessing for us. We are the very first startup from Azerbaijan to become a Techstars portfolio company. After Techstars Toronto discovered us, we got incorporated in Canada. And the best part yet is that our journey is just getting started. Techstars is the greatest thing that has happened to us. We are inviting partners and investors with experience and expertise in the industry to join us on our journey to help businesses deliver seamless and personalized customer support. We believe and are confident that the future of customer experience is omnichannel and conversational. And Whelp got it covered. Thank you, Techstars. Thank you, everyone.
Well, Seymour, that was a fantastic pitch, very inspiring. It is Canada Day, and you are in Azerbaijan. I want to come to that in a moment. But first, I just want you to tell us a little more about how you see the world of customer interaction continuing after this pandemic. Now that we're almost out of the pandemic, how do you see companies engaging their customers going forward for years to come?
Thank you so much, Sunil. After the pandemic, customer service has changed drastically, and we are excited to be part of this journey. We're also excited to be part of the movement where customer service and support is getting more personalized and becoming seamless. Customers expect more demand and, of course, personalization. And we are happy that we can contribute to this commitment, contribute to this evolution, contribute to this change by helping companies personalize that customer support.
Here we are on Canada Day talking to a CEO of a company in Baku, Azerbaijan, but there is a relevance to this for Canada. And I'd like you to tell us a little bit about your plans to engage Canada and make it a core part of the journey of yourself and your co-founders, as well as the company.
There's so much to do. We're super excited about the team, the management team moving to Canada and Whelp becoming a Canadian company, because as we become a Canadian company, we are also taking a lot of responsibilities in terms of the growth, in terms of the quality of the service that we can offer. Now we are a Canadian company, so we cannot sacrifice on the customer support. We cannot sacrifice on the quality in any way. We are representing Canada in the tech ecosystem, and we're going to do everything possible and impossible to make sure that the quality that our customers receive is a top notch, because Canadian company stands for quality.
Seymour, I must say on behalf of all of us at Techstars, it's been an absolute joy and pleasure to get to know you and your team. Your energy and your charisma has been something that I will never forget. It is Canada Day. We are waiting for you to come here and to basically embark on the next chapter of your professional and personal life. So I want to wish you happy Canada Day and tell you that we're waiting.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Well, that's a wrap. 10 great startups from across Canada and across the world. How fitting for Canada Day. Now, if you feel something urging you towards any of these companies, whether it's an introduction that you can make, help with a strategic hire, an offer to become a partner or customer, or best of all, an investment that you'd like to talk to them about, well, we want you to do just that. You can visit demoday.techstars.com for a facilitated connection, or you can contact me directly or the founders themselves. I know that they would all love to hear from you. Now, we love meeting you here on YouTube, but we hope that this is the last time that we have to do it like this. The future should be in person, or hybrid, or something even better, like from Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin or Elon Musk's Starship. We can ask. Until then, stay safe, get vaccinated, and we're almost there.